The story from the project, innocent black man. Let me be clear. Damn, man. The story from the project, innocent black man.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Small Account Challenge. Today is day number 131. Y'all, the market has been giving us opportunities to take a base hit, and we've been taking them, catching base hits, and we was able to pull out another green day, our 8th straight green day. What can I say? Like Nas say, another day, another dollar, my mother will holler. She said, go and see the world for myself, and my brother should follow. Anyway, I'm going to tell you exactly how we pulled off our 8th straight green day. And today, midday market recap. Finally answering a question that many people who have subscribed to this channel have asked me. Do I give training for these small account stuff? And I'm going to be starting that. First, I need to see if there's real interest in it. So in the comment sections below, put the word interested, and then I know if people are really interested, because I know there are traders who don't have a lot of money and they would like to learn how to grow their small amount of money into a large amount of money and then take it on their own. Anyway, that's who I'm speaking to. All right, y'all, let's go over the trades from this morning. Only got into 5 trades. We lost on 2, but we kept the losses tight because of the guardrails and brought it all back. We was able to smoke them. All right, let's talk about it. Let's put the first trade. The first trade was at 940. This one we lost on. Let's pull the charts up. All right, cool. Here we go. All right. All right, cool. The candle that starts the market at 930 is a green candle coming up to the moving average. That means nothing to me because I need to set my level. So all we doing is patiently waiting. The candle that opens up at 930, closes at 935. It runs up a little bit, has an upper wick, and begins to fade back. On that upper wick, I set my key level for today for the upside. If it doesn't go above that, there is no trades for me right now. I'm watching. It closes at 35. In between that 5 minutes, we do get a lower wick. I set the lower key level now. So now I got my two key levels where I'm trading at. If you don't get past that, going up or going down, no trades for me. On the very next candle, the one that opens up at 35, closes at 40, it's a red candle. It doesn't break the key level I set, so guess what? No trade. We're waiting. We're waiting for it to break either direction. On the very next candle, the one that opens up 40 and closes at 45, that bad boy starts to squeeze up. I see it squeezing. It breaks through the key level. I jump in 940 in 45 seconds, ride that bad boy up, and it reverses on us. And we end up getting out at 942 and 46 seconds. Though ultimately it finished green on that pop up to the 200. It reversed on us. It knocked us back down, and I sold on the flush down. Now, it did work in our favor. I should have waited till the candle closed like I normally do, because I was trying to front run that bad boy, and it got us. I was like, all right, dag. But on the very next trade, made it all back, because that was only about a $14 loss. The very next trade, we jumped in at 944. So before this candle closed, the one that closes at 945, the one we lost on when we got out 942, I jumped back in at 944 because I saw it squeezing back up. 944. Ride it up, roll it up to the 200. It breaks the 200. We're still holding. Now we're breaking even, and we get out at 9:47 and 30 seconds on the next candle. So now we break even. Those were the first 2 trades right then and there. That's why you keep the losses tight, because if I let that first trade keep going, I'm sitting there hoping that it come back in my favor, and they don't need to do that. Set your stop loss and get on out. All right, so that's the first 2 trades. The next trade, we lost on. This one was to the downside at 952. All right, cool. As the candle we got out of closes at 950, the next candle, the one that opens up at 50, closes at 55. I'm watching this bad boy. I want this to the downside, and I wait for it to break a higher key level that I saw earlier today that I already had on my chart. I'm watching this. It breaks through that bad boy. I'm like, nice, cool. But what it do? This one fake out the breakout. That's what it did. It faked me out, because you see the upper wick right there. It did break through it. I jumped in as it broke through, hoping it would hold. It did not hold. I added, trying to bring the cost basis down at 954. And at 9:54, it does not keep going. The candle closed at 55. And on the very next candle, we do get a push through, but it doesn't hold. And at 9:58 on that next candle, I end up getting out right before the candle closed at 10 o'clock on those 2 contracts. So now we down about $30 on the day now. I'm like, dang, $35. I'm like, all right, cool. It's all right. It's still a small loss, and we can probably get it back because we kept it tight. On the very next trade, we absolutely get it back because we waited for the right setup. All right, this one was at 10:01 to the upside. All right, cool. As that candle closed, the previous one, the one we got out of, at 9:58, it closes at 10 o'clock. The very next candle opens up 10 o'clock, closes at 10:05. I'm watching this bad boy. I'm using the 200 now as my support. If it don't break that, I'll jump in. It comes down, it breaks through, but it doesn't hold. It comes right back. I knew then the Bulls was in control. I jumped in at 10:01, riding this bad boy. I add at 10:05 because we break through the earlier previous level and we hold above it, the one that faked me out of. Because I saw it held, I'm like, all right, cool. Now we good. We sitting pretty. Now we got the 2 contracts on the very next candle. The one that opens up at 10:05, closes at 10:10. This bad boy starts to squeeze heavy with the 2 contracts. We recover the $30 and we keep going. This bad boy goes all the way and we get out at 10:05 and 40 seconds on that squeeze. And then we recovered the $30 loss, and now we're sitting pretty at about $30 green on the day. I'm like, nice. Now we're good. Now we good. That was the 4th trade. And on the last trade of the day, which was at 10:11 to the downside. Because after we got out of that, after we got out of that candle closed at 10:10, and I noticed that we ran to a key level. I said, you know what? Let's wait a second. Let's see what this is going to do. On the very next candle, we meet some resistance. This candle opens up at 10 o'clock, closes at 10:15. I'm watching it. I'm watching the whole 1 minute. I'm like, all right, cool. 10:10. At 10:11, it starts squeezing down. But I need resolution. Resolution shows up. I jump in at 10:11 and 22 seconds. I ride this bad boy all the way down to 10:12 and 8 seconds. And that brought me another $20-something dollars. And that's how we finished the day. You can see it there. Bang! Another green day for us, y'all. I'm loving it. We got to keep going. Like I said, we are almost fully out of recovery mode. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to be doing training on this strategy, which is base hits, consistent base hits, and bringing in that money. You don't got to be home runs, but base hits add up. And before you realize it, you got a nice chunk of change. Anyway, just comment in the comment section, interested on that training on how to grow a small account from as low as $100. And then I'll know, like I said, if anybody's interested. Like I said, I'm going to keep putting this out over the next month just to see what the interest is. Then I know how to pull it off. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for you today. And we'll be back at this tomorrow for day 132. All right, y'all. Peace.